Hello, and today I'll just be discussing a few tips to help you with show not tell. So I know this was discussed about a lot, and your teacher, I don't know if you remember, but they probably said show not tell, but really you might want to tell the audience sometimes when writing a book. So it should be tell a little, show more, I think. Um, so telling, it's just saying, it's just telling someone like you look bad for an example. It's a very bad example. And then showing is when you show the audience an idea. So it's when you show them you look bad without saying you look bad. So for example, how I would show that you look bad is like in the book. I reached over and patted his shoulder. I said, "That's a bit too tight for you, maybe." He looked back at me with a frown. I knew that everyone else was staring at him, but he didn't seem to realize. So that I just made that up in the spot, so that's why it's so bad. But it just kind of shows. It kind of makes it more effective. If you just tell someone that, I don't know, like a tragic death, and you just narrate it, yeah, I'm probably gonna have to do a different video on narrate versus dramatize, and then direct and indirect. So maybe I'll do those, but this is show and tell. And how do you show and tell? Well, you're just gonna have to go and survive the first draft, and then when you're editing, you just look over your work and see anything that bores the reader, or it just feels a bit too, like, saying that someone, oh, he always acted arrogant. Well, how am I supposed to know? I don't care, you know? So you'd want to show that that person's arrogant. And a nice example I have from this book is, instead of saying that the hat blew over, instead of saying that, you can say the hat's cartwheeled with the wind. Cartwheeled with the wind. You don't have to even add the wind. The hat's cartwheeled. You know why things cartwheel, because it's windy, you know. You don't have to add that, and you don't have to. It's just a more exciting way. And you also might want to say you might want to tell, but when you tell someone, it might not just want to be like simple. The plant was green, or like the dress was red. You might want to describe it as cherry dress, because then the reader thinks, well, what does that look like? And you might want to use onomatopoeia. That's like gurgle, break, pop, snap. It's not really with showing or telling. I don't think it's much to do with that, but I do think that it's an effective way to write a bit better and to show, instead of saying like I don't know, the twig broke. Instead of saying that, you can say, under my feet a snap. It just sounds so much more better. Definitely not in a blanket, but I think that's basically it. You still want to you still want to tell sometimes. You don't always just want to show, because then the reader might not know what's going on, and you might be just like, I don't know what's going on. I don't want to read anymore because it's too confusing. But you might want to limit the amount of time you tell someone something, because they won't care, because you just told them. It's like, I know I've given an example, but I've given a lot of example. I hope that was helpful a bit, maybe. I don't know, but thank you for watching the video. Oh, bye.